What do you think of Peru?
That's the land of the llamas, right?
You're so prepared.
Didn't their soccer star test positive for cocaine, but was exonerated by a 10,000-year-old mummy?
That is true. That is true. But let me paint a picture for you. Let my sweet, sweet baritone voice paint a picture for you.
Peru is a country in Western South America rich in culture, diversity, and history. Bordered by Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Bolivia, Chile, and the Pacific Ocean, it is the fourth highest populated country on the continent, with an abundance of natural resources and minerals. From steel, copper, gold, and natural gas, Peru is a country with many resources available for mining, refining, and extraction. As a country with growing and expanding economic resources, many businesses and investors have shown an interest in expanding in the region. It is a tourist destination for people throughout the world, as it is home to the ancient and historical sites. As a result, many people come to see the architecture of the Old World and remnants of the Inca Empire. It is an extremely biodiverse country with habitats ranging from the arid plains of the Pacific coastal region to the peaks of the Andes Mountains. Peru has a huge variety of scenery thanks to its geography, which provides it with a range of natural resources. The road system to Peru and within Peru is poorly developed, highly subject to natural disasters such as flooding and mudslides. Historically, these conditions have led to low interregional cooperation between Peru and its neighbors, arguably resulting in Peru maintaining such a unique culture within Latin America. However, revenue from the country's tourism industry continues to be used to build roads and infrastructure, which improves access to the country and its iconic locations like Machu Picchu. Peruvians highly value their family, which tends to be the focus of social life. On Sundays, most people will get together with their extended family for a big, long, and leisurely lunch, and then afterwards spend more time talking or going for a walk around the neighborhood. The cuisine in Peru is noted to be world-class due to many foreign influences. Peru's landscape has 85 individual climates, with enough terrains that you could grow almost anything. You find an incredible variety of altitudes and temperatures, with each area specifically suited to its own production. Combine this with farming practices introduced before the Incas, and then discontinued and perfected by the generations after, and you are left with a country that boasts an exceedingly dense culinary heritage. Peruvians are soccer crazy. It is a national sport played by every school-age child. Most popular among males than females, but the majority of the population share a strong passion for football. The two main teams in Peruvian soccer have dominated soccer in Peru for decades. Their rivalry ignites the passion in soccer fans. This year Peru qualified for the World Cup, with reports of Peruvians mortgaging their homes in order to attend the games in person. Despite being knocked out in the first round, the Peruvian team invoked the passions of the nation once more and unified the country.
At the turn of the 21st century, Peru adopted two strategies to increase its tourism. It created a tourism brand that promoted Peru's attractions worldwide, and in 2003 it established a development fund that drew a tax of $15 per person from every international airline bringing in visitors. Peru has worked tirelessly on a media campaign aimed to bolster tourism and create a squeaky clean image. While I've highlighted its diverse peoples and beautiful landscapes, Peru also has a darker side that no media campaign magic can make disappear.
A man supporting a strike at a mine in southern Peru has been killed during clashes with police.
The 21st century saw a commodity boom which lowered poverty and inequality significantly in Peru. However, both factors increased in 2017. Today, Peru is the largest gold producer in Latin America and the sixth largest worldwide, generating billions of dollars in exports each year. According to the IMF in 2018, the Bank of Peru should focus its financial development efforts on expanding financial access and inclusion to address high industry concentration issues within Peru. Wages in Peru averaged 1,202.59 sol per month from 2001 until 2018. Put that in perspective considering that 1 sol equals 41 Canadian cents currently. Peruvians have a strong short-term orientation, which leads many of them to live paycheck to paycheck, amongst other social and economic factors. It has been argued that this short-term orientation exacerbated the impact of the economic recession led by the commodity crisis.
But let me get back to the task at hand, preparing you for assignment at our mining company in Peru. To help us, we have local expert, Noah.
Hola.
But first let me ask you, what do you hope to get from this session?
Rise, global manager.
Yeah.
So, what are the major challenges and responsibilities?
Succeeding in today's demanding global economy requires a great degree of international and cross-cultural communication, collaboration, and cooperation than ever before. You must think globally about the different backgrounds your employee have and adapt your manager style so that both you and your employee can create the best product possible.
First impression is very important. Formal business greeting with a handshake should be done first. And once a relationship has been established, a firm handshake between two males, women kissing women, and men kiss women once on the right cheek. But be careful not to miss. Remember to always keep verbal greetings formal. Timeliness is also something you'll have to get used to. It is often called English time or hora inglesa when Peruvians are referring to a higher level of punctuality. So in Peru, time is very much a fluid concept. Peruvian meetings often will not start on time, and if you arrive late for an interview, it is not uncommon to wait for over an hour. The reason is that people in Peru are more concerned about relationships as opposed to strict time schedules. Machismo is alive and well in Peru. Business is still a male-dominated realm, with traditional female roles still firmly in place, such as cooking, cleaning, and looking after the kids. More women are making it in the world of Peruvian business, especially in Lima. But it's not easy, and many female workers are paid less than their male counterparts. Foreign businesswomen in Peru are generally treated with respect, but may sometimes still come up against ingrained machismo attitudes.
Brendan, what is your leadership style?
I plan to lead by example.
Wrong, incorrecto.
What a leader needs in Peru when we look at the Hofstede cultural differences is a significant power distance, and as an expert manager, that means you need to exert power. However, as a female manager, this will be challenging as the machismo culture exists in the workplace. So what you need to do is not only exert power, but also get to know the team on a personal basis.
What's the best way to communicate with my team?
In Peru, personal relationships are really important, and it definitely help you to communicate with your team. Do both of you speak Spanish?
I've been practicing for a few years in preparation for this.
Oui, una cerveza, por favor.
You will need an interpreter as most of the country does not speak English. I recommend learning the common greeting and learning the language during your time in Peru. Locals will really appreciate the effort, and it will help you build a relationship with your team.
Establishing a personal relationship with your employees is very important in Peruvian culture. Outside of work is a great time to get to know your colleagues. Some great conversation starters are family, sports, and food. Peruvian culture is very family-oriented. People always appreciate when you talk about your family and are open to hearing about theirs. Having photos to share of you and your family is a great way to start a conversation and get to know the people you're managing. Another important topic is sports. People in Peru are all about soccer, as it is a big part of their social culture. But remember to cheer for the Peruvian team. And next, another suggestion I have is to talk about Peruvian cuisine. Cuisine is a national pride. If your colleague invites you to dinner, do not refuse. By accepting, your colleague will be very proud, but by refusing, it can offend them and be considered very rude.
And how will she fit into the organizational environment? There has to be a difference in environments between cultures, right?
In many expat scenarios, the global manager will often bring their home country's way of doing things. They will also have to adapt to the local organizational culture, but they have the opportunity to take the best of both worlds and create the best business strategy using the knowledge from both cultures.
What are the opportunities for the families of expats? I'm curious to see how the kids and I will fit into the community.
There are many opportunities for families in expat countries. You will be living in the beautiful and exciting country of Peru, where people are very welcoming. Peru has a very family-oriented culture, so there will be many opportunities to get involved with community events that are hosted for the whole family. I suggest that you get involved in sports such as soccer and a local expat club. These type of interactions will be a great way to learn about the culture and explore new opportunities.
What about corruption? How might we experience it or deal with it while on assignment?
Shit.
That's a good question, mate. Peru actually ranked 96 out of 180 on the corruption index around the world. That is pretty high corruption there.
Today, Peru is the largest gold producer in Latin America and the sixth largest worldwide, generating billions of dollars in exports every year. And this statistic don't include the country's illegal mining sector, which could make up to 15 to 20% of its gold production, according to a report released in September by a US-based research group. You can expect to receive a number of bribes in your position in exchange for favors, but be sure not to fall into corruption.
Is there any partnerships I should know about? Because I prefer to manage my mines solo.
You will not be able to run this mine by yourself. You will need to build partnership with the local community as well as the government in order to make this mine a success.
Why do I need their support if it's my mine?
Well, it's a Peruvian mine. If you fail to gain the governmental support and involve local community, then the mine will be boycotted and shut down.
Do you think we have what it takes to make it through this global assignment successfully?
Considering you all and the company are unaware of the term of your assignments, I will now debrief you on the short-term and long-term aspects of global assignments. The main thing to remember in the short term is that you need to adapt to the local environment so as to not appear arrogant and lose the support of your coworkers and those working directly under you. As you move into a longer term assignment, the greater risk posed is that you will adapt too much to the local environment and lose what makes you valuable as a global manager for us. Keep this in mind as you go forward.
My global team has some ambitious targets. Do you think we'll be able to accomplish them?
Working with a global team can bring a lot of advantages. They're more creative than any less diverse team.
So what did you learn today about being a global manager in Peru?
Well,
Actually, May, do you mind if I field this one? The knowledge I've gained today implies there is empirical evidence to support the argument that there has been a rapid development of globalization of corporate innovation. As a corollary, the economy and culture of different areas no longer abide by the geographical boundaries they once did. As a global manager, I infer it is important to provide systematic approaches to solving problems cross borders. I believe that there will always be a need for us to have articulated innovation policies regarding human capital and cross-cultural management. Thank you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I will go to Peru. I will manage with authority, decisiveness, and passion. I will be culturally sensitive and adapt, but not over-adapt, to the local environment. I will remember my Canadian values and combine them with the local culture of Peru to bring value to the company and be the best expatriate the country has ever seen.
Good luck, have fun, and remember to adapt, learn, and be open-minded as you embark on your assignment in Peru.